Hey guys, welcome back to another Career Talks episode. I'm joined again today with my friend Andrew from the Boys and Girls Club of Salem. Andrew, how's it going?
It's going great. Glad to be here.
Good. And so today we are joined by another Boys and Girls Club professional. Her name is Breanna Matz. She is the assistant elementary coordinator at our Sweethome Branch. So Breanna, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for inviting me to be here.
And thank you for taking time out of your day to create this video with us. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do here at the Boys and Girls Club of the Greater San Diego?
So as the assistant coordinator elementary program in Sweethome, I help. One of my main job things that I do is I help create the planning for our program, summer and school year, and then I also am on the floor a lot doing the child care hands-on and watching those activities come to life.
Very good. So, Breanna, what would you say made you want to work for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater San Diego?
So I was the Boys and Girls Club was actually my first job. I was just looking for one, and my sister actually worked here, and she always told me how much fun it was and how rewarding it was, and I was like, well, of course, something that fulfilling, why wouldn't I apply? And luckily, they took me in, and it was just as rewarding and fun as she told me it was going to be, and I still love it to this day, almost 5 years later.
Nice. Very nice.
So you mentioned that it was rewarding. Is there something specific that you can think of that's the most rewarding about your job?
Yeah, so it might sound weird at first, but one of my favorite things is problem solving in between members. Of course, you never want there to be a problem, but when there is, I just love near the end when they get that like aha moment where they have either successfully come to a solution together with you or by themselves, and they just have those like coping skills and like future conflict resolution skills to bring into their next day and to school and to home. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's one of the best feelings of working with youth. So what would you say that people know you for? Like, do they know you as a kind person, a funny person, adventurous, that kind of thing? What would you say you are known for by people?
I like to think I'm funny, but people probably tell me, mention my positive attitude more than they mention I'm funny, even though I like to think that I'm a little bit of both.
I love it. So if we're putting some messages out there, right? So for youth, what do you think the best life lesson that you can tell them about would be?
The best life lesson that I learned for myself, and I had to learn it through growing up and even into adulthood, is that you always want to put your most authentic self forward. You never want to go anywhere with regrets, and you just need to be your most honest with yourself and the people around you, and I think that gets you further in life and will open more doors.
Good advice. Very good advice. So we find ourselves right in the middle, of course, of this COVID-19 pandemic. What are you most excited for when the city opens back up and you're able to go and do things again without all the restrictions and stuff that are in place?
Ooh, I don't know, because luckily some of the stuff that I really enjoy doing, like hiking and being out in nature, is already open for a lot of us. So I love doing that. But something that I can't wait to open and return to some slight normalcy is just like grocery shopping and like clothes shopping, because I also like that too.
All right. So what about? Do you have any weird or like strange or unusual talents?
I don't think so. I wish I could. The weird talent I wish I had, and I know that it like kind of freaks people out, is that it's always fascinated me when people are like double jointed. So I don't have any weird talents, but if I had a weird talent, that would be it if I could choose.
So do you have any pets, Breanna?
Oh, yes. I have
Tell us about your
two
pets.
cats and a dog. So I have a one-eyed little fluffy white dog named Alfie, and then I have two cats. Their names are Sushi and Moose, and they're also white and fluffy. And so me wearing black is kind of a problem because I'm always covered in white animal hair because they're just my babies. They're my favorite.
Love it. So to
Very
get
good.
back, kind of, I guess, more serious questions. The A lot of high school seniors years have been cut short. That means maybe missing out on sports, missing out on that standard graduation, and what that looks like. Any advice that you'd give to outgoing seniors about what's ahead or what they should be concerned about when they're looking forward towards their future?
So I guess my advice with that is that nobody's normal is the same. I graduated on time, but I chose not to walk in my graduation, and that has never hindered me. It is going to be disappointing when you don't have certain memories, but also if it's like sports, don't be afraid as you get older, or even like next month or when COVID has cleared up, to like you put that sports team together. Like, don't let something like a pandemic like keep you from doing what you're passionate about. No one's normal is the same. If you want to be playing basketball when you're in your 50s and 60s, you do that for yourself, whatever makes you happy.
Very good. Very good. So what would you say is probably the most ridiculous thing that you have ever bought?
The most ridiculous thing I've ever bought?
Yeah.
Ooh. So I should definitely have an answer to this one because I am an avid Amazon looker. Like, I just scroll through there all the time. I think it might be, I have this thing, I think it's called a chom chom, and it might not, the name is ridiculous and it looks ridiculous because it's like tiger striped, but it's for my pets, and it is like better than a lint roller, and it just takes up all the pet hair, and it's so satisfying to open it and have all that pet hair in it afterwards. But so it might be ridiculous, but if you're a pet owner, you get it.
Love it. I love it. Awesome. Well, I think that is all the questions we have today, Breanna. I am very appreciative of everything you do, obviously, for our organization, and also taking the time today to do this with us. And just a huge thank you from me and everyone else.
Thank you.